Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Season 3, Episode 1 of Wildcat Week. And Owen, we don't have our clapper, our applause thing. It must have gotten taken away. But Season 3, Episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back
Maybe
again.
I'll throw something over so people thought I pressed or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, we are back. It's been I've taken a couple of duties on that I didn't have last semester with the sports information department, and life's been a little hectic, but we are here. And Owen, I guess we should probably start with how was your Christmas?
Dude, Christmas was great. Got to see the family. The fiance came down. Was able to hang out with the family kind of all together, so that was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, can't complain. So played some golf. I know you probably went. Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
Yeah. How was yours? Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Only bad thing is the day we were planning on going to see my grandma out in Iowa, the blizzard hit, so that didn't happen. But second semester been kicking off so far. Owen, we are getting our butts whooped in media law and ethics, but
we don't have bad grades. It's
but
just like it's a grinder of a class, dude.
I was telling my roommates, I said, I think I actually have to try this semester.
Yeah, and it's with one class. Actually, it's a couple classes for me. I got Spanish.
I'd say for me, it's really just that.
OrgCom, I try, but it's fairly like simple stuff, if you know what I mean. Like it's kind of understandable stuff. So yeah, but I can't complain what's been going on.
No.
Well, and we have our senior project, so we kind of have to try on that.
Yeah, we should probably try on our senior projects. I also got like a little episode of like panic like last night when I saw that like our technical midterms is like the technical midterm is in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. I got
3 weeks.
Get going.
And like you're supposed to be at like 20 hours by then. And I was like,
yeah, I'm definitely at like 5.
I was like, oh my goodness, like it's actually like coming
I need
at me faster than I thought.
15 more hours.
Yeah. So now mine's weird because if Dr. Perry, it depends how many hours I'm allowed to take from the first semester when I was doing that. So we'll see when it comes to that. So, but if I'm allowed to do that, then I'm at 20.
Yeah.
But if I'm not, then I'm in a world of hurt.
Yep. Same.
So Owen, we're gonna get right into the sports after the intro, though. So you ready to roll the intro?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go. And we're back out of the intro, Owen.
We got.
You know what? I know we haven't seen it yet. I have free time tonight. I'm gonna change up the intro.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna do some stuff.
All right. Donovan changed up the intro.
I'm gonna do some stuff. So yeah. That you guys just got the first look at the new intro, and we haven't even seen it yet.
No, dude, sick.
I just thinking of some
maybe
stuff.
get like some Drew May.
Because
some of Drew stuff of me like jumping up and down, screaming in the air.
The one clip.
Yeah, at the Marion game, where I'm like, yeah.
I will say that is a sick clip of
I know,
you.
and he put it for like at the end of one video for like 1 second. And I was like, I kind of want the whole thing.
Yeah, he put it at the end of like the end of the first semester video or something like that for like all the sports.
And then
and I was like, that's Owen.
Yeah, you got to do Caden's catch, Curry.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the Moss job.
I'll look around because I have access to the OneDrive. Okay, I just get worried every single time I get an email. But I have access to the OneDrive, so I can like go through a ton of clips that Drew has on the OneDrive.
Maybe you can put in a clip of me, and then do you have a video of you doing something? Because then that can be the final 2 things. Just cause. Oh dang.
I don't have a video of me doing my thing.
That'd be sweet if you had a video of you.
No, yeah, I agree that would be, but.
Because then we could lead it in. Whatever. You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out tonight.
Yeah, I'll critique you when you send me the video.
I guess. But, Owen, I'll let you get into the women's sports that are happening around campus right now.
Yeah, so obviously we had some stuff go on in December. Not going to really touch on that. It's quite old news, Donovan, because we are now in the month of February. So dating back all the way to January 2nd for the women's basketball team. First off, I'm going to mark the day that the women's basketball team, December 3rd, right before we went for break, the women's basketball team played number 8 Marion University. Number 8 at the time, Marion University. Now I'm almost positive they're 6th.
Yes, I would agree.
Number 8 Marion, who is number 1 in Crossroads, tied with us only because they lost to St. Francis and we beat St. Francis, which I'll talk about obviously here in a couple seconds or minutes. You never know how long this might take. Anyways, dating back to the December 3rd, Saturday at 1 p.m. at Marion University, our women's basketball team lost 68-64 in overtime. We were down, I'm almost positive, I talked to Coach Whaley the other day, we were down 3 starters that game, 3 consistent starters that game. And we still took the number 6 team in the country, and at the time, the number 1 team in our conference, the team that we pretty much battled back with girls basketball-wise. We took them to overtime and lost on a last-second shot. That was the last time our women's basketball team has lost a game. Today is Friday, so tomorrow they play Saturday. We'll talk about who they play later on in the episode. But that if they were to win tomorrow, that will be the 14th win in a row. They've won 13 straight games, dating back to the first game starting on December 10th against Bethel University. So they won Bethel, Ave Maria, and St. Thomas University of Florida. Those were the final 3 games in December. Now going in January, they played Rio Grande. Did I say that? Or was it Rio? Rio. Yeah, Rio Grande. They won 81-77. Then at Huntington University, January 4th, they won 83-61. January 7th at Grace College, they won 85-77. Grace College is probably the third best team in our conference. Obviously, you have us and Marion, but Grace is a very solid program.
Yeah.
Then they played Goshen at home January 11th. That was a game I called with Sam, actually. We won 103-56. You were out of there by the third quarter. Then you went back and did your thing, edited a sick video. Then on January 14th, Saturday, we defeated University of St. Francis of Indiana 72-62. Then at Goshen College, January 18th, we won 55-43 in a nail-biter close game. Then we played at St. Francis on January 21st, beat them 75-61. Also, that Goshen game was the first time in 4 years our women's basketball team has scored 100 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that one. And then starting at the beginning of last week, so January 25th, Wednesday, versus Huntington University, we won 75-60. Then we played Grace College at home in the whiteout game. We won 80-65. And then we were proceeded to have the Conference Player of the Week in Lily Frazier. She averaged 21.5 points a game in that 2-game span. And a pretty insane stat line for her.
Yeah. Lily's insane at spin moves.
Lily has had herself quite the season so far.
Yeah.
She's definitely in the running for Conference Player of the Year, for sure.
I do know that she leads the at least at one point this season, she was like the leader of like getting to the free throw line in the entire country.
Wow. That's crazy. She does get to the line a lot and it's like you don't expect it because she's not this, huge, super tall girl. Like, we have girls like Maddie Lawrence, Jade Nutley, who are these,
even Jordan.
And Jordan. They're these taller girls, but Lily is just this aggressive specimen that just somehow, if she gets in the paint, she's going to hit you with some sort of, and it's not even like besides the spin move is ungodly. It is unbelievable. She gets, I think, everyone in the country with that spin move. And it's like, it's a repeated thing. You would think they'd catch on to it, but she does it every game. And she can go up with the right and the left, which is very, very impressive. And then obviously this past Wednesday, I had the opportunity to call this game as well with our new broadcasting friend, Jared Glassford. He's new. Yeah. He did a great job. He was the play-by-play. I was the color against Spring Arbor University, and we won that game 65-52. And we shot 20% in the first half, and we ended up winning that game by 10 because we caused 10 first half turnovers on Spring Arbor.
Wow.
So I mean, a really solid turnaround right there. And I did have the opportunity. That was a game I covered for the Chronicle. So I interviewed and talked to Coach Whaley after, and he said that there was like 4 girls on the team that were sick, two of them almost didn't play. It was Claire and Jordan, because like if they came out and they were like, I heard them talking to their parents or whatever. And when I was waiting for Coach Whaley, and they both sounded like death. Like, I mean, their voices were very like scratchy.
Yeah,
you could definitely tell they were super, super sick.
Coming out of halftime, Jordan like had like a little like had like a jacket on.
Yeah,
because she must have like gotten cold, and I was like, I usually don't see that
in a gym.
Yeah.
And Coach Whaley himself was pretty sick. I had overheard the girls talking about that as well. This past week. So we were able to, beat the flu game, I guess, a little an IWU women's team flu game. But now going on to bowling. Bowling's kicking into gear, which is pretty cool because we only had a couple stuff towards the end before we left for break. So on January 20th or December 3rd, I don't believe we covered that because that was right as finals were coming around. They played in the American Heartland Bowling Association number 4 event. We were placed 8 out of 10. And then this January 21st, Saturday, we face in the same event, but the 5th one, so the American Heartland Bowling Association. We came in 10th out of 11th. And then in the Crossroads Leagues Bowling number 3 event, we came 6 out of 7. So the girls' bowling team is fast into gear. Now going on over to women's swim and dive, they came back a little earlier from Christmas break. They were back January 6th and 7th. And they were at the Colonial Classic over in Danville, Kentucky. And they came down in Kentucky. They came 2nd out of 5 teams in that tournament, so a really solid showing for them. Moving over to the Campbellsville University of Kentucky. It was a home meet for the girls over here at the DuVoy Auditorium. DuVoy?
I think it's
DeVoe.
I think it's DeVoe.
I
don't know.
Auditorium.
I don't know exactly.
It's our one of 2 home events.
It's like our only one.
Yeah, it's our second one. We had one in October and then this one, and that's it. So they repped though. They repped. They won 226-33. Yeah. And now that we know how swimming scoring works, it's actually kind of insane.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And then
also
what?
I don't know if it's on there, but did you see the relay that Abby and Olivia were in? They broke like the record.
Yeah, okay. I was going to talk about
I'm sorry.
Gosh. Anyways, and then lastly, currently they're in the Mid-South Conference Championship going on. It started today. Nothing's been posted so far. From today's events, and obviously it will be on Saturday. I'll talk about that later. But yesterday they started at 9:00, and they came 2nd out of 8 in that for the day. So they are currently 2nd out of 8 teams. Now I will talk about what Donovan beat me. He spoiled it a little bit. Okay. So also quick shout out. They had 12 academic All-Americans. So that was pretty cool.
On the swim team?
Yeah, and they also had a Mid-South Women's Swimmer of the Week. So that was pretty sweet.
Kind of wild.
Erica Samuel. So congratulations to Erica. Now, oh goodness, I think I lost it now.
Oh,
you messed me up. Yeah, all right, then you just go ahead and say what you saw.
I just saw it on Abby's Instagram story. It was
so did I.
She just like took a picture of her and like the 3 other girls that were in it, and she was like we broke the school record for the 4x4, 4x1 or something like that. And and they, I don't know how much they beat it by, but they beat it. Olivia was in that group too. So the 2 people we interviewed on this podcast were able to break that record.
Yeah. So congratulations to them. Obviously now moving on over to the final thing of the rundown. We have indoor track season is officially underway. And in the first meet, I don't know how to pronounce that. It's like the Mastoon Invite or something like that. It was Mastodon. Okay. It was an event put on
PFW, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mastodon.
Yes, Mastodon. Okay. So yes. Anyways, they competed in that, and they had a really, really solid showing. We had Charlie. Oh, that's a guy. My bad. Almost took it from you. We had a top 3 finish. Actually, number 1, Allie Hawk. She in the 60 meter ran a 7.78. Our women's 4x800 relay came in first place with a 4:12.24. Blessing, our comm major friend, she came first place in the triple jump with a 10.8 meter triple jump.
My ankles could never let me do that.
I know, I agree. And we also had the second place finish in that, and Michaela Keffler, or sorry if I pronounced that name wrong, your last name wrong, Michaela. She came second in the triple jump with a 10.61. So yeah, and then Morgan Fair came second in the 800 meter. She ran a 2:23.84. Allie Hawk is not only goated in the 600 meter dash, but she's also goated in the 60 meter dash. She's also goated in the 60 meter hurdles. She came second with a 9.21, which is absolutely crazy. Kira Mass came third in the 400 meter with a 1:01.63. Elizabeth Barrett placed third in the 3,000 meter run at 10:30.66. Bree Nichols shot put 12.47 meters. And yes, the rest are guys. Now going on over to the Grand Valley meet. So we had a couple school records actually be broken in that. Addie Dewey, she's in my interpersonal communication class, and first thing Meganella told her on what was that? The next class after, I can't remember.
Monday?
Yeah, Monday.
Or Tuesday, I don't know.
No, yeah, it was Monday. She like hyped her up like right as she walked in. Oh, her light turned blue. You want me to unplug that?
No, it's fine.
Nah,
Just leave it blue. Just leave it blue.
Yeah. It was because we were talking about Grand Valley State.
They're blue.
They're blue, totally.
Yeah.
All right, anyways, she broke the school record and also got NAIA standards. If you know what that means, go back to our old episode with Dan and Evan. Evan, right? Yep. Yeah, Evan, yeah. And they explain it in that. Addie Dewey, NAIA standards with the 3,000 meter dash. I can't really call it a dash because that's a long freaking run. Anyways, she got a 10:05.24. She ran 3,000 meters.
That's 2 miles. 2 miles.
Yeah, it's 2 miles. She ran 2 miles in 10 minutes.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
that is absolutely wild.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Kinda
we got some NAIB standards. Abby Hume, a high jump with Hume with a 1.64 meters, and then Meredith DeVry. I don't know. There's an S at the end, so I guarantee you don't say it. Shot put with a 13.42 meters. And Addie Dewey's 3,000 meter dash was actually the school record. So congratulations to Addie. That is all from me for the events so far, dating back to January 1st. So Donovan, you want to take it away with the men's sports?
Cool. All right, so starting it off, I'm actually going to do competitive cheer first. So technically the co-ed sport. So cheer team, they are doing pretty well. So on January 13th, way back then, a couple weeks ago, they went to Concordia University of Michigan, where they placed 2 out of 6.
Boo,
and then
Concordia.
the next Friday, they went down to Georgetown College in Kentucky, and they placed 5th of 9th. And you're like, oh, man.
I heard they got cheated out, though, in that. I got some inside scoop from that. I heard they got I heard they got cheated out. They the judges gave them, I think a 0 or whatever, or a bad rating or whatever on certain dismounts when the dismounts were fine. So I heard it was a little bit of a rig.
You know why I think that may have been rigged?
Why?
Because then the next Saturday,
they
went
me,
down to Marion University, and they won.
Yeah, we won.
They won.
Showed them nights out.
Yeah, they did. They did a great job. So that's their first technical win of the season for them, and they are actually hosting the Wildcat Invite today, tomorrow.
Yes, they are.
Today and tomorrow.
You have to film it. You excited?
No.
You struggled to know what to film because you don't know anything about cheer.
I mean, I'll be honest. But
maybe film the cool
we'll
clips
see
and stuff.
We'll
I
see,
feel like
man.
you could get a good clip of the.
Oh no,
clips.
I absolutely could. I just.
It's gonna be a
not
hectic
gonna want to
day.
be in the gym just saying.
Yeah,
you know?
you're right. Yeah.
No offense, competitive cheer. No offense. I'm just not a
offense.
huge fan of the. So now we're done with that. We're gonna move on to men's bowling. So men's bowling, they've also have done a couple of things. So December 3rd, as Owen said, the men's bowling team also had the American Heartland Bowling Association number 4. They placed 7th out of 16. And then just a couple of weekends ago on January 21st, they did the American Heartland Bowling Association number 5, where they got 9 out of 16th. And then this past Saturday, they had the Crossroads League Bowling number 3, and they placed 6 out of 7. So keep trucking away, men's bowling team. Next, I will move on to basketball. It's been an interesting year so far for the men's basketball team. High highs, low lows. They are sitting at 17-7 right now this season. They just finally got done having a 3-game losing streak. A 3-game losing streak that between the people I've talked to, they've never seen this happen in the Tonangol era here at Indiana Wesleyan.
And it's 3 odd losses too.
And so I mean, I've been to all of them except for one. So
Which one did
January.
you go to?
I went to the St. Francis one.
Oh, you did. Okay. Gotcha.
So they played University of St. Francis on January 21st. They lost 70-80. I gotta be honest. Watching it, I feel like they had a couple of guys that literally just could not miss a shot.
Yeah.
And we played. Sorry to say it, but we played scared. We played scared. We didn't come out ready to play.
Keep it a buck.
Seth Maxwell only had 6 points. I mean, that's your guy that you need to go to for buckets.
Yeah,
and it doesn't help when they had guys. I mean, they were hitting what felt like every 3. Like they ended up. Yeah, they shot 35 threes. And 14 of them went in, but but 2 guys had 4 threes alone.
Yeah.
And so it's just like when they hit those, it's
that's a pretty solid percentage from the 3-point line. Though.
It's 40% is exactly what you want to be.
Yeah.
That's exactly where NBA teams want to be, 40%.
Exactly.
So
that's impressive though for them.
So we just didn't come out. We also couldn't hit a shot. We went 4 for 21 on the 3-point line.
Oh gosh.
So
I didn't know they struggled that bad.
Yeah, so that was our first loss. And then we played Huntington University. Huntington University has always had one guy that has been the bane of Indiana Wesleyan's existence.
And he hit that buzzer.
That's Zach Goodline. And the Wildcats said, we're not going to let Zach Goodline do what he does. For some reason, every single time Zach Goodline comes to Lucky Arena, he drops like 30, 35.
Yeah.
He's done it like 3 times. And so we went up there and we're like, we're not going to let this guy do this. And we held him to 9 points the entire game.
Wow.
And then with 5 seconds left, he hits a pull-up J and hits a 3.
Yeah. I was watching it. We our women's team, when we beat them and scored, we scored like 100 points on their team, and then, or not 100. What was it? It was
a lot.
Yeah, it was like 80 or something like that. We scored on them, and then like Dan, I think it was Dave, right? The
SID?
Yeah, David, yeah. I almost forgot his name. David was watching the game on his computer, and like there was a bunch of people huddled up, and the Huntington assistant coach for the women's team was right there, and like they hit the shot or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, awesome!" I was like,
she's like, "I don't know how to react right now."
She's like, "We just got our butts whooped, but at least their men's team won."
Yeah, I mean, I watched buzzer beater. Gotta give it up to Zach Goodline. It was a great shot. Noah Smith played the right defense, was up right in his face. It kind of reminds you of like the Damian Lillard, Paul George thing, where it's like Paul George was this close from blocking it, but he got the shot off and he hit it. So congratulations to Zach Goodline. And only 50, hitting that game winner.
59 points.
It was, 59 to 60. We didn't really play well. Obviously we played good defense on them, and they played good defense on us too. Yeah. And then for the 3rd loss in a row, we played Grace College. Us and Grace College have been an awesome rivalry this year. Yeah. It kind of started last year when both teams were realizing that they were very good in the country. And now it has just been taken to bigger heights. So this is the second time we played Grace. We played them on January 7th. And I was actually at that game. We beat them 72-67. It was this crazy comeback win. I mean, we were probably down by like 10 or 12, and we just battled in the second half and came back and won. Well, They come up here for the whiteout game. Girls played before, girls won, and our guys start out hot. I mean, they just could not miss a shot. It was the exact start that you wanted. At one point, we were leading 24-2. Yeah. At one point, we were leading 24-2.
It makes the ending of the story so much worse.
We had our largest lead was 22 points.
Oh my gosh.
And then they go on a crazy run for themselves, and we go into halftime 42-32. We're up by 10. And then in the second half, Grace proceeded to put down one of the greatest executed second halves I have ever seen, and they scored 60 points.
Oh my gosh, that's absurd.
We scored 36. And they beat us 92-78.
Yeah.
And
36 isn't like awful. Like I know that's not probably what you want, but
I mean, yeah, if I was in it, I would have said, man, we really needed to, like, it would have been nice to put up like 50 in the second half, but it's like, I mean, Grace,
that's insane.
Something just clicked, and then Grace hit in the first half. Grace went 4 for 11 with their 3-pointers. Second half, 6 for 7. In the first half, they shot 50% from the field. Second half, they shot 75.
Yeah.
And then free throws, they only shot 2 in the first half, and they made 10 in the second half.
Wow.
I mean, it was a complete flip-flop. Because if you would have watched the first 10 minutes of that game, and someone turned it off, you'd be like, man, Indiana Wesleyan just destroyed.
Like the Chargers Jags.
It really was. It really was in basketball.
Yeah.
So great rivalry. They ended up beating us.
They're first in the conference, right?
So we're actually tied with them.
Oh, because we beat them. That's right. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm thinking right now if the conference would, so if both of us win out, which I'm not going to say we should win out, but looking at the schedule, I believe the Wildcats should have a reasonable chance to win out for the rest of their season. And I would assume the same for Grace as well. I don't know exactly who the honors of conference champion is because both of us did lose to Huntington.
Did they lose to St. Francis?
I'm gonna check real quick. I'm gonna go to their. So they lost to Taylor.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
So they lost to Taylor.
So maybe if
Huntington,
we beat Taylor,
and us.
So if we beat Taylor,
so technically, if both teams win out,
we're still
we should technically win the conference.
No, because
we're
they
1-1 again. Taylor's worse.
No. They beat St. Francis every game. If they were to win out, they'd beat St. Francis every game, and we lost one game to St. Francis. So we would
St. Francis
tied.
is worse than Taylor.
Yeah, and we were.
So we would have. So if both teams win out, you would have to hope that Taylor ends up having a worse record than St. Francis for us to win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why Grace is technically number 1 in the conference. So it goes Grace in us, and then Huntington. Huntington's had a very good year for themselves.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone saw. At least I didn't foresee them doing that. And then just this past Wednesday, Wildcats went up to Spring Arbor University up in Michigan and showed out 97-64. Really just the big news. The Wildcats got the job done. The losing streak's gone, and Griffin Cleaver dropped 31. So
dang, yeah.
He had a great day for himself. And then moving on to men's track and field. So let me go back here and click on their schedule. I forgot to go to the Mastodon invite first. Just recap. So, so there was only one NAIA A standard that came from the men's track and field event, and that was Charlie Young. Charlie got, which I think, no, okay. It was the second fastest in the NAIA this season so far, and he ran the 800 in 1:52. So yeah, he ran a half mile in under 2 minutes. I
could do that.
Yeah,
like a video game.
Yeah, Yeah. And then NAIB standards, Dan Heenig got one for the weight throw. Addie Dewey got one for the mile at that event. And Elizabeth Barrett got one for the 3,000 meter at that event. Now moving on to the Bill Klinger Classic at Grand Valley State University. So NAIA standards that happened there. Eli Fullerton got a standard for the 3,000 meter, ran at 8:23. And yeah, that was actually his first time running because he didn't run at the Macedon one. So that was nice to stamp yourself with a A standard there. For B standards, we had Trey Welch with the pole vault, 4.65 meters. And then we also had a school record broken for the men's side as well. So Charlie Young, who got an NAIA A standard 2 weeks ago, ran a 152. This week he runs the 800 in a minute 50. So 2 seconds faster,
and that's the fastest in the NAIA this year.
Yeah, and that's the fastest in the NAIA. So
he has the first and second fastest.
Yeah,
that's
he's kind of doing crazy things right now. Yeah. He also earned the Crossroads League Athlete of the Week,
as he should.
As mans should.
Yeah.
So that is kind of what is popping right now on the men's side as well. Yeah, so let's give our voices a little break, and we'll come back with the the
preview.
The preview. It's been a minute. All right, and to the preview.
And away next Wednesday because our men's are at home against Taylor University. I get to call that game. I am beyond excited. Beyond excited. Oh, yeah. I'm calling it with Charlie, or not Charlie.
Charlie Hill.
With oh my gosh, Roger.
Roger.
Well, no, Charlie is his brother's name, so Charlie Alcock.
You said Charlie, so
I see,
the immediate thought was Charlie Hill, which would be hilarious.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. Definitely gonna have to pre-record that though, so we can bleep out stuff Charlie says probably. But anyways, so our women's will be at Taylor instead, over at Audle Arena in Upland, Indiana. February 8th, Wednesday at 7 p.m. So that is all coming up for the women's. They actually have a pretty big stretch coming up. They got Taylor. Well, obviously they have the game against Bethel this weekend. Then Taylor. Then number 6, Marion, who's currently number 1 in the conference. And then who we're tied with actually. Mm-hmm. And then we have that final game of the season, which I won't say now, but I'll talk about it next episode. And then going on to bowling, they only have one thing coming up this Saturday, February 4th at 9. Starting at 9 a.m., we have the Crossroads League's bowling number 4. So good luck to them over in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Then moving over to swim and dive for women's, they have the rest of the Mid-South Conference championship. So today they started at 9. Haven't got the results back yet. And then on Saturday, they will be starting again at 9 for the third day, finishing it up over in Kingsport, Tennessee. And then the Nationals will be March 1st. Obviously, we'll talk about that when we get closer to the date. Going on to women's track and field, their schedule, obviously coming up, they have the IWU Midwest Classic over here in the indoor track. I'm pretty sure that's it. I accidentally clicked on men's track and field, so I'm going to double check. Yeah, that's it coming up.
Yeah, I think they have the same thing.
And then going on over to softball. Softball doesn't have anything coming up anytime in the next week. But on February 24th, they will have a doubleheader against Indiana University Southeast. And then on the 25th, they will be playing IUPUC, University of Indiana, or Indiana University, Purdue University of Columbus, Indiana.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
Neither have I. So that'll be the 25th, which is the Saturday, the day after Friday. If you guys didn't know your days of the week. Now going on over to women's golf, they will be kicking back into gear on March 27th and 28th. So a little bit of ways away, but we finally got the schedule because we were talking about how we don't have anything when we finish season 2. So they will be playing in the Music City Invitational in Tennessee. Hopefully it's warmer here, but it will definitely be warmer there. But obviously that's in March, so we got a little bit of time from there. And then going on to the ITA NAIA National Indoor Championship. for the women's tennis team. They will be playing against or competing against SCAD of Savannah, Georgia, number 4 team in the country or in the tournament. The first round over in Overland Park, Kansas. So that will be taking place February 3rd, Friday at 9. And then finishing up. Oh yeah, that's it. I accidentally had women's track and field pulled up again. So that is it actually. So Donovan, you want to take it away with the men's sports?
Absolutely. So once again, starting off with cheer. So cheer is here right now, as I said earlier. So they have a invite that starts tonight, and they will also have, I don't know why it says invite number 2 and invite number 3 that happen both on Saturday, but yeah, they have 2 more meets on Saturday, even though it's still here. So that's what cheer will be up to this weekend.
Oh, I know. It's because some teams aren't showing up until the third day or the second day because of it being Friday and like travel schedules and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
I got you.
Now moving on to men's bowling. Our men's bowling team tomorrow, February 4th, Saturday, will be playing in the Crossroads League Bowling number 4 event in Fort Wayne MVP lanes. So that is what they'll be up to. That'll be their last. No, will have one more Crossroads League event after that. Next, we'll move on to men's track and field. Men's track and field, February 4th on Saturday, a.k.a. tomorrow, we'll be here hosting the IWU Midwest Classic, just like Owen said, here at Troyer Fieldhouse. So
I did say that.
That is their only. Well, no, they also have the Polar Bear Classic still here. So okay, they have a couple of things. That'll be here at home when it comes to outdoors. That is it for them, and then we'll move on to basketball. So men's basketball has a game February 4th tomorrow at Bethel University up in Mishawaka. So we'll see if we can keep our streak going up there. And then on Wednesday,
I'm surprised that one's not at home
because
the women's is away. Here. Okay, gotcha.
If it's on Saturdays, it's usually double headers.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, at least that's how most of them are.
That makes sense.
And then on Wednesdays, they're in the opposite places. So February 4th, tomorrow, Bethel University up in Mishawaka, doubleheader, girls first, guys second. And then on February 8th, Wednesday, Owen already talked about it, but he gets to call the Taylor University game for the men's side.
I'm so excited.
So you'll be sitting right next to the Trojan faithful.
It's gonna be loud. It better be loud. It will be loud. I remember I went to that game my freshman year, and I had to stand the whole game. There was not a seat in the house. And I'm pretty sure I showed up 10 minutes before the game started, and they didn't have a seat.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's always a fun rivalry.
And it's at 7, it said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep, it's at 7. So late at night.
So excited. Me and Roger are going to freaking kill it.
In Lucky.
In Lucky Arena. Sorry to the headphone users.
Sorry for the headphone users. But yes, that's what our men's basketball team will be up to. And then also baseball. I didn't even know.
Yeah, dude.
Baseball's already
today.
playing.
Yeah.
Baseball probably already played a game. Let me look up their Twitter real quick.
Let's get the live stats, yeah.
Because if their game started at
their game started at what time? 3? No shot, they're done. No, they're not done.
Well, no, I was just saying.
Oh yeah, well no, the score update.
Because usually their Twitter does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But they don't have anything. Well, here let's check the analytics.
Yeah.
On here.
Let's see if the IWU Wi-Fi.
See if
it's been a little
run or anything
recently.
has been scored. Oh, I know, dude. This IWU Wi-Fi has just been. We're loading something here. It's loading still. But anyway, so they're playing Georgia Gwinnett College right now, literally as we're talking. And then they have another game. Oh, we're winning 1-0 in the bottom of second.
Let's
to
go.
The number 7 team in the nation, baby.
Let's go. Dude, I'm also so excited to cover baseball games when they start over and I think it's March 1st. Is their first game?
I believe so. Yep, March 1st. So baseball is playing right now. They play a triple header against Georgia Gwinnett, 2 games tonight, 1 game tomorrow. And then next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they play Cumberland University of Tennessee. They play 1 game each day against them. And then February 16th, February 16th, 17th, and 18th, they play a triple header against Lindsey Wilson College. All these games are away. Might as well go down south. It is February here, people. So they're in Georgia right now. Yeah. Next week, Tennessee, and the week after that, Kentucky. So
yeah, they're actually receiving votes too. I just saw that when I went to their homepage. So that's cool for them.
So
we'll be definitely ranked if we win this game, or win this series.
I'd say if we win this series, we're for sure ranked. If we go 1-for-2, we might. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. But that is the episode today. I texted a confidant yesterday asking if she would want to be on the podcast, and she couldn't. She has to do a lot of internship work.
It's all right. It's all right.
She's also graduating this semester, so she also has other things outside of.
And she's engaged.
Her sport, she's engaged.
Yeah.
So she's
engaged to the GOAT.
She asked me about a week ago. She's like, "Hey, if we can't book videographers, we don't want you to feel like you're our last choice, but like, could you do it?" And I was like,
"So you were my second
choice." I'm like, depends. I don't even know where I'm living yet. So, I said, just keep me in mind if you need me, you need me. So, we'll see.
Well, I need you. So,
yeah, you do need me as of right now.
Yeah. Well, you were invited anyways. You're welcome. But now you get to shoot it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. But it's in October, so you don't have to worry about
it. Yeah. All right, so that will round out our show. Owen, it's nice to be back in here, man.
It was great.
Nice to be back.
It was great.
Friday.
Yeah. I had fun. Friday, school's done.
Had my exam already.
You did great, Donovan. I'm really proud of you. So
now I just gotta go back to the room, rest me ankle.
Yeah. Some intramural incidents.
I sprained my ankle.
HIPAA. Whoa. HIPAA.
I sprained my ankle on Wednesday night.
You
I did the exact same thing though. The exact same way I sprained it in high school.
Oh, really?
I drove in. I was on right wing, drove into the middle, stepped on someone's foot. Except this time it was different because some Tyrannosaurus Rex also pummeled me with his forearm right to the nose.
Nice.
So
your nose is looking extra large today.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's like one of those things where you rub your nose or something like this.
Hurts, yeah.
And it's like
Yeah, you're like shoot, forgot
I got clubbed. So yeah. We will see you guys next week. Owen?
Yes. For episode
Let's get
2.
this bread next week.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited.
Peace.